can't marry Tracy, I'm sorry.
Oh, what, last-minute nerves? Is it because you're feeling poorly?
No.
Because I can soon nip out to the chemist, get you something to settle your tummy.
I wasn't sick because I'm ill. I was sick at the thought of what I was about to do.
Oh, hang on a minute. This was your idea.
Not one of my better ones.
Right, so the wedding's off?
Yes.
No. I don't believe it. Being jilted at the altar by Roy Cropper, I'm never going to live this one down.
I apologise for the inconvenience.
Oh, you're going to have to do better than that, Roy. We had a deal.
Well, I'm sorry, but the deal is now off.
Right then, you can forget having anything to do with this baby. I mean it, Roy. You have messed me about enough.
Can we all keep our voices down, please? Remember where we are.
Hello again. You must be Miss Barlow.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm glad you're here. We just want
I've just come to warn you, we're running a bit late. CD player got jammed in the middle of my Sharia mower.
Well, we don't mind waiting, do we?
10 minutes max. I'll come and find you.
Thank you.
I don't know why we just didn't tell her.
I meant what I said, Roy. I will not be left out of pocket.
You won't. Now go and make yourself useful. See if you can find a witness.
He's just said that...
Never mind what he said. Just do as I say. Leave Roy to me.
Hi, Craig.
It's me mummy.
No, but she was. She stopped last night.
Why?
She was upset. My dad had upset her.
It don't mean she had to stay the night.
Yeah, well, she didn't want to go home. And who could blame her with that lunatic waiting for her?
You're trying to get her on your side, aren't you?
No, the only one taking sides round here is my dad.
We've had rows before. She never stops out all night.
Well, that just shows you how upset she was then, doesn't it?
You're turning her against him, aren't you?
She was fed up with him ranting and raving. She just needed to get out.
Bet you loved it. Her coming round here when you knew it'd drive me dad up the wall.
I didn't make her come round. Yeah, I was glad to see her. She's my mum.
Yeah, all the same, it must have been worrying for Craig, not knowing where she was.
You keep out of this.
Craig?
It's all your fault anyway. You're a cradle snatcher, and now you split me mum and dad up. Well, I hope you're happy.
The only one splitting him up is my dad, with his pig-headed attitude. Now, if you don't mind, we're having our tea.
Don't worry, I'm going.
Look, it's only going to take 10 minutes.
Oh, awfully sorry, love. We're far too busy.
Fine. Excuse me. You couldn't do me a favour, could you?
What kind of favour?
I'm getting married in a couple of minutes. I really need a witness. Can you help?
Sorry, love, I got to meet the wife in 5 minutes. In fact, you want my advice? Don't do it, run.
It wasn't until I saw Tracy that I realised what I was doing. Really doing.
What do you mean?
I can't marry her. I'm already married to you.
Not in the eyes of the law.
In my eyes. I love you, Hayley. I'm married to you. I can't stand in front of the registrar and say things I don't mean, things I don't want to say. I can't betray you in that way.
It wouldn't be a betrayal.
Let's not pussyfoot around, Hayley. I've got to stand in there and make wedding vows to Tracy Barlow.
I see it as a necessary evil.
Well, I see it as a complete travesty. It undermines totally the vows we've made to each other.
Our wedding ceremony was more symbolic.
It doesn't mean it was any less important. Not to me.
I know.
Society doesn't afford you the same legal rights as everyone else, so we were forced into an unorthodox marriage. We'd have got married in the normal way if we could have done.
I know that.
And even if our vows weren't legally binding, I still meant them, every word. I made a commitment to you, a lifelong commitment. How can I turn my back on that, on you?
Oh, Roy.
I lost sight of what was important. You and me. I got all caught up in Tracy Barlow's money-making schemes. And I wanted to stop today. Go back to how it was.
Roy, you are a lovely man. I don't want to be here any more than you do.
Right, let's go home then.
You know we can't do that.
We can.
You're upset. You're bound to be. I've had butterflies all day myself.
As a matter of fact, I feel better than I've felt in months. At last, I can see something clearly now. I know what I've got to do.
I'm sorry, Roy, but I don't think you are thinking clearly.
I know what you're going to say. That Tracy's carrying my baby. Unless I marry her, then I'll have no legal rights over the child.
That's the only reason we're all here today. That's what I keep reminding myself. And that's how I intend to get through all this.
Look, the child is important. Yes, I accept that. But it is not more important than you. Or our marriage.
Just because you say the words, you don't have to mean them.
Well, I'm supposed to cross my fingers behind my back, am I?
Grit your teeth more like. Just keep reminding yourself of why you're doing what you're doing.
What I'm doing is marrying another woman. A woman I don't even like. Well, the woman I love stands and watches.
Congratulations.
Good luck. That's how you're supposed to look on your wedding day. Happy, full of hope for the future. Not miserable, full of dread.
Cheers, love. Right. Pints, nuts, fags. Everything you need for a husband baiting session.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't got a husband at the minute. Well, not that lives with me anyway. So I'm hoping that after a few of these, we can broaden the discussion out into a full-scale attack on men in general.
Jen, I'm really not sure I'm up to this.
Get that down your neck. The hatred will soon begin to flow.
No, I'm really not in the mood.
After the way Tommy's behaved, I am. Men are idle, useless, lying, conniving Toregs.
Actually, I think I should get over there right now and try and sort things out.
Ugh, you'd make a lousy woman's liver, you know.
I know. Look, we've both been as daft as each other. We just need to sit down and talk, sort things out. Sorry, mate, if I let the side down.
Nah, I'd probably do the same. There you go, you see. We're soft.
Cheers, man. Sorry, keep the change. Cheers. Hey, crazy. What are you doing here?
Well, I was about to ask you the same question.
I have to pay you a check. Big day soon.
You sound about as excited as I do.
You?
It's my big day already. I'm getting married.
Get away.
No, I mean it. Ceremony's in 5 minutes.
And who's the lucky fella?
Roy Cropper.
You're marrying Roy?
Yeah, well, that's if he goes through with it. It's got cold feet.
Yeah, having me on.
I am having his baby, you know.
And what, you being an old-fashioned sort of girl, you thought it'd be best if he made an honest woman out of you?
Yeah, well, we thought it was for the best.
What are you really doing here?
I told you, I'm marrying Roy. Look, come to think of it, do you have to dash off?
Why, you ain't gonna invite me along?
I've got an even better idea.
Mum! There you love. Oh, steady, you'll squash me to death.
You back for good then, or is this just a flying visit?
That depends.
What do you mean?
Craig, go on up to your room. I need to talk to your dad.
No way, I'm stopping here to mediate.
To what?
Mediate means being like the ref. If I leave you two on your own, you'll start rowing again.
Right, well, we're not going to, so go on, give us 10 minutes.
He's dead sorry and he's really missed you.
Upstairs now.
You were going to pieces. See them? Chips. That's all we eat.
Craig! He's a good kid.
Yeah, well, they both are.
Matter of opinion.
Tommy, are we going to talk like adults? Or is Craig right? We're incapable.
Sit down, then. Let's talk.
Hey, Steve.
How you doing, Dad?
Yeah, Tom.
I'm all right. Bit of an improvement on the last place, isn't it?
Well, it's not too bad, so it's not.
How'd you wangle this, then?
Well, believe it or not, it was good behaviour.
Typical. I handle a couple of cases of hooky scotch and get banged up 3 to a cell with a bucket to pee in. You do somebody here and you get Kirkham Intercontinental. Well, I should write to my MP.
Well, you catch yourself on, son. Just because I've got a few home comforts doesn't make it any less miserable, so it doesn't.
I know, I'm only messing.
Oh, it's an open prison. Still a prison. Still spend most of my time on my own with my own thoughts.
Yeah.
So, that's why I brought you here. Let me get you a coffee.
It's not easy, is it?
Having a conversation without raising your voice, you mean?
Talking, just like that. Feels false. I don't know what to say.
An apology would be nice.
That's even harder than talking.
Only because you're the stubbornest man on the planet.
I know. And I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry I walked out.
I drove you away.
It just made things worse.
Yeah, but it's no more than I deserved. I've been rotten to you these past few weeks.
Second thoughts, I'm glad I did it. It certainly worked wonders.
Look, whatever happens, me and you should stand together. We shouldn't be at each other's throats.
You will never know how glad I am to hear you say that.
So you're on for good, then?
Can you sort this one, please?
I'll try.
Who's next, then? Cropper and Barlow.
If they go ahead.
Why'd you say that?
Well, they didn't look that happy when I went out to tell them we were running a bit late.
Really?
Groom had a face like thunder. Funny couple, actually. I can't think what she sees in him.
And how many times have we said that?
Hey, I'll be glad if they do call it off in a way. Can't wait to get home. My Neil's making me a Thai curry.
Ooh. If you really don't want to go through with this, I can't make you.
Good. Can we go home now?
In a minute, yeah. What happens then?
Well, normal life resumes, hopefully.
Tracy's still going to be living across the street from us. She's still going to be carrying your baby.
We just have to hope for the best.
Well, the sooner we feared, the worse. I accepted that she's true to her word and that we're not going to be seeing this baby. Except when we bump into her, maybe.
It's only the wedding that I can't face. I'm sure we can revert to the original agreement.
The one that leaves us with no rights whatsoever.
I would prefer that to going through with this farce.
Right, I love you as much as you love me. I'm committed to you. I'm happy with you. The only thing that'd make me happier is if we became a family.
Well, I want to be a family too, but not at any cost.
It's our only hope. What you said earlier about me being a second-class citizen.
Oh, only in the eyes of the law.
Yeah, well, why should we have any respect for stupid laws that we don't even agree with?
I'm not sure I can go along with that.
What we feel for each other is what matters, not what you say in a registry office.
It would be like lying on oath.
It's a means to an end. It guarantees your rights as the baby's father.
I still feel like I'd be betraying you.
You say the words, you walk out, everything goes back to normal.
I don't see how it can.
If we feel so strongly about each other, why can't you believe that we can come through this? I do. I don't think it's going to make any difference at all to the way we live our lives. And then, in a few months, you can divorce her, and who knows, by then, we might be able to get married legally.
I don't trust Tracy. I'm frightened she'll pull some stunt.
I don't trust her either, but I know how her mind works. She's too selfish to look after her baby. She wanted rid before it were born. She doesn't want to get up in the middle of the night to feed it. The only people who want anything to do with this baby are you and me. And if it's born in wedlock, then we're going to be the ones who are looking after it. What's he doing here?
Me, I'm your witness.
I couldn't find anybody else.
The whole point of choosing a passerby is because we don't want anyone to know about this.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Would you like to come through?
I'm ready.
So what you mean about them being an odd couple?
If I can have the bride and groom over here, please. The witnesses can sit down.
Nice to see you both. You all right?
Make a lovely couple, don't they? I mean, the one person I wouldn't expect to see here be their groom's wife.
What wanted me here?
Just gets weirder by the minute.
I'd like to welcome you all to Weatherfield Register Office for this, the wedding of Roy and Tracy.
Right, well, I don't quite know how to say this.
Oh, just spit it out.
Well, I think your mother might be seeing somebody else.
Every bloke in here thinks his wife is...
No, wait a minute. I've got evidence, so I have.
Like what?
Like a mate of mine who's seen them together.
Seen what exactly?
Right, well, you know she's working on the Black Dog, that boozer in Blackpool? Well, the fella who owns it, he's been chasing her around, so he has.
Well, don't you think you should be having this conversation with Mum?
Yeah, well, I tried, but she never even turned up for the last visit. Now, that there's suspicious in itself, isn't it?
Well, did you phone her?
She gave me some excuse about having flu, so she did.
Dad, don't you think you ought to give her the benefit of the doubt? I mean, she stood by you.
I know she has. That's why I don't want to go accusing her until I know what the facts are.
Why are you going to find out what the facts are?
Ah, well, there you are, you see. I thought the best plan would be for you to go and see
Oh,
No, you just go and visit her like a good boy should, right? You check out the lie of the land, let me know what the crack is.
You want me to go and spy on her? I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Look, I love your mother and I don't want to lose her. But I need to know where I stand, good or bad. So you going to help me?
Blimey. You took your time.
Yeah, well, I went over to my mum and dad's.
You what?
No, I didn't go in. I didn't want to set foot in that place ever again. I just went over to the window to see if I could see what was going on.
Yeah? What is going on?
Well, she's in there, I could see that.
Yeah. You don't approve?
Not unless he's begged her first.
Well, I can't see that happening.
No, me neither. I'll tell you what I can see, though, because I can see it. Well, I've seen it 100 times before.
What's that?
Him in the wrong. Knowing he's in the wrong and refusing to back down so that she backs down to keep peace.
Oh, Katie. They're your mum and dad. Well, they're also husband and wife, and I think we should let them get on with this husband and wife bit on their own.
It is the same old story every time. No matter what he does, she always forgives him. It drives me mad.
I feel like the mood's changed in here already, like a big cloud's been lifted. Cheers, love.
So shall we tell Bugalugs he can come down?
He's probably at top of the stairs anyway.
Craig! Come on, mate, you can come down.
Love, I just want to be sure that things are going to change round here.
Definitely.
Because all this anger and hatred, it's getting us nowhere.
No.
It's pointless. Do you know, one thing I learned being over the road last night? Those two are as solid as a rock.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, the last couple of weeks has pushed them close together.
Hang on a minute, love. I think we're getting us wires crossed here. I'm still against them two living together. And I don't want you giving the impression that we've accepted it.
But I have accepted it.
Well, I've not, far from it.
What about what you've just said?
I don't want it driving a wedge between me and you. And the best way to show that is for you not to see him. We've got to stand together on this.
So nothing's changed? You're still the pig-headed numpskull I walked out on?
I'm not giving up my principles just to keep the peace.
So, thumping people and ignoring your daughter in the street, these are your principles, are they?
It's better than not caring.
There's nobody cares more about their kids than I do.
So why don't you show some moral guidance instead of turning a blind eye?
How dare you say that? How dare you?
Oh, so what you going to do then? Walk out again? Great.
Well, if anybody's leaving, it's you, not me. Mum! I mean it, Tommy. You're not the only one in this house that makes the rules. The tables are turned. If you can't be civil and start acting like an adult, you can go.
You want to be careful what you're saying, Angela.
We cannot go on like this. And you obviously can't look after Craig.
Who says?
Apart from anything, he won't get fed.
We did all right, didn't we, mate?
Tommy, you've got a choice. You either accept Katie and Martin or you go. What's it going to be?
Marriage should not be entered into lightly or without due thought, but with respect and with the intention of sharing in each other's happiness. Roy and Tracy now intend to enter into such a marriage, and if any person knows of any lawful impediment why they should not be joined in matrimony, you should declare it now.
Sorry, a bit emotional.
I'd now like you both to repeat the following words, starting with Roy. I do solemnly declare...
I do solemnly declare...
that I know not of any lawful impediment...
that I know not of any lawful impediment...
why I, and you say your full name...
why I, Royston Cropper...
may not be joined in matrimony to Tracy Lynette Barlow...
may not be joined in matrimony to Tracy Lynette Barlow...
And now, Tracy, please. I do solemnly declare...
I do solemnly declare...
I think we're going to have to look somewhere cheaper to live.
What, like a caravan? A skip? Besides, if we move, we'll need a deposit.
Well, I suppose I could ask my grandma to help us out.
And you really want to do that?
No. Hiya, Todd. Are you OK to work tomorrow?
I can work any time you want, 24/7.
Well, I'll only need you 2 till 5. Kieran and me are going to the florist.
Actually, I was hoping you could put more shifts my way in general.
Landlord slapped a rent increase on the flat. No.
Place is already a rip-off.
Well, it's Dev you should be speaking to, not me. Although I think he's already given you all the hours he can.
Lisa got 3 extra hours, eh?
Yeah.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment to our marriage.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment to our marriage.
I promise to love, cherish, honour and respect you.
I promise to love, cherish, honour and respect you.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
In joy and in sorrow.
Sorry.
Take your time.
In joy and in sorrow.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
For as long as we both shall live.
For as long as we both shall live.
And now, Tracy, I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment to our
I give you this ring as a symbol of my commitment to this marriage.
I promise to love, cherish, honour and respect you.
I promise to love, cherish, honour and respect you.
From this day forward. For better, for worse. In joy, and in sorrow. In sickness, and in health. For as long as we both shall live. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Hey! 3 cheers for Royston and Tracy. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray!
Where are you going?
Your mother don't want me here, son.
Yes, she does. I do. Mum, talk to him. Dad, please don't go, please.
It was quite moving when he broke down.
I still think he must be lauded.
Cheering like that was embarrassing.
I was only entering into the spirit of the occasion. It was a wedding after all. Admittedly, the freakiest wedding I've ever been to.
And you? I know we had to make it look authentic, but did you have to start blubbering?
I found the whole experience very traumatic.
Get over yourself, Roy.
I still think we've done the right thing.
Do you? I think I've just made the biggest mistake of my life.
No.
How could I stand there and say those words? What have I done, Hayley? What have I done?